Well, hi there. Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, March 5th, and a lot of stuff's been going on in the world. Trade wars and intelligence being suspended and military support for Ukraine being suspended. World's in a messed up place. But I'm not going to talk about anything about that today. I'm going to talk about something personal. Today's a hard day. It's a really hard day for me, March 5th. It was March 5th, 2022, when, snap of a finger, my life changed. It's the day I got admitted to the hospital. I remember that day very clearly. It was a lot of pain, and I had to call an ambulance, and they took me to the hospital, and deep down inside I knew I was really sick. But if I could go back in time and know that moment when I walked out of my house and hopped into that ambulance, that my life would change forever. If I would have known March 3rd, 2022 would have been the last day that I worked, last day that I had my company. It's crazy. It's been a very traumatic experience for me. I suffered through a lot of PTSD and anxiety, things I've never had before in my life. I wake up, go to bed, and I look around my little studio or apartment, and some days don't believe that really this is my life. How from a snap of a finger, everything changed. I would have my kids every other weekend, and now I don't get them overnights. I mean, I have a great relationship with them, and I see them, and we hang out, and we talk every day, but I don't have the overnights anymore. I just lost a lot in that 9 weeks when I was in the hospital from March 5th until, end of April. My mom died in June. I got evicted. Car got repossessed. Fuck, even my cat ran away. And I woke up in ICU after my intestines ruptured and I had surgery, and I remember waking up and just wondering why. What was the point? Why did I survive? And here we are 3 years later, and I ask myself that question a lot of days. Why? Why did I survive? I mean, I'm very thankful that I live in a country and a province that afforded me healthcare that didn't cost me anything. Surgeons and surgeries and ICU stays and hospital stays. I mean, fuck, I'm a $2-3 million minimum if I was in the States and uninsured. And then when I got out of the hospital, I was thankful that I had the resources provided to me for the mental health care and the social worker and all the things that I needed, the financial supports. I mean, I was on welfare for almost a year until everything got figured out and I got put on AISH, which is Assured Income for the Severely Handicapped, which is an odd sounding name because I don't view myself as severely handicapped, but yet I am. I tried working last summer, but I just don't have it in me. I have good days, I have bad days. Past couple of days I've been feeling like shit and I just kind of shut down. And then when I have good days, I try and get shit accomplished and I overextend myself, you know. I just gotta tell you though, I'm thankful that I have the resources. I still see my counselor every 2 weeks. Was supposed to see him today, but he messaged me this morning and said he had a cold and he had to reschedule our appointment. So tomorrow is my mom's birthday. She was born on March 6, 1948. She would have been 77. I miss her. I literally lost everything in those weeks. Friends that I thought were important to me and I was important to them. Don't see them anymore, don't talk to them anymore. I guess if you're not a big hardcore drinker and a heavy pot smoker and partier anymore, you're not as much fun. Right? I just don't understand to this day why. And that's, I think, something I'm going to be processing for maybe the rest of my life. I'm not a healthy person. Having sepsis and having abdominal sepsis is the worst thing when it comes to sepsis. And I get sick easier. My body is not as strong. I was on vancomycin for 6 weeks. I mean, that's the nuclear bomb of antibiotics. It kills everything. I was on it for a long time. I lost 63 pounds in that 9 weeks. I was really sick. And, I'm turning 51 this year, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with the rest of my life. Yeah, it's crazy. But I survived. And, like I said, with help and support, I'm still standing. And if I can do it, so can you. Just know that you're never alone. If anybody ever wants to talk, shoot me a message. But not one of those fucking crazy bots. That's the thing about TikTok. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, Jesus Christ. 99 plus messages and it's all fucking hi handsome. I'm like, oh God. Oh, hey, by the way, I'm over 1,000. So I think I'm getting close to 1,100 or something like that. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. But I made it over 1,000. So thank you, TikTok. I mean, I know a lot of the people following me are all fake accounts and bots, but whatever. But I'm not on TikTok to get famous. I'm just here to spread my thoughts of the day, Anyway, yeah, it's a hard day. March 5th is a day that I didn't think I would ever have any significance, but yet here we are. So yeah, just know things can be hard. Life is hard. Life is tough. But so are you. So am I. We all have strengths, and sometimes we have to face the biggest challenges in our life, the most adversity, before we realize our true strength. I survived what would have killed 95% of you. And I was left to pick up the pieces. 3 years later, I'm still picking up the pieces. But life goes on, right? So on that note, I might post another video later, talk about some tariff shit, trade wars, and Trump backing down, and I don't know. It's just crazy. But I just wanted to chat about something a little bit more personal and share a little bit about what's going on and a little bit about my life. And it's going to be okay. The world isn't a challenging place, but if we bind together, if we're, take care of each other, it's always better when we're in a group. So anyway, on that note, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. It's hump day. And don't get too caught up in the news. It can really eat at a person. And, sometimes life is hard enough as it is. We don't need to add into it. Fight fascism. Take care of each other. Be a good person.